Hello, everybody! Anime Reflux! Yay! God's blessings on. No. Um. What was this one? It's like that, but not that.
This ugly yet beautiful world.
That's the one.
What a waste of a name.
I mean,
It's such a pretentious name.
it's going for pretentious, so I can kind of understand it.
I will say this before we start. Patient isn't here right now. He said he's seen this series before. And he said that the first episode is not indicative of the direction of the rest of the series.
Well, that kind of puts a damper on this entire proceeding, doesn't it?
I don't know how true that is, but that's what Patient said. Apparently he likes this.
So, yeah, pretentious is probably a good descriptor for this show, considering it opens with a screed on. There are, I forget the numbers, a lot of species on the planet that exist currently, but there have been several thousand times more that have existed on the planet and yet have gone extinct.
Wow. You're blowing my mind, show.
Which to me sounds like an anti-conservationist kind of message, which is actually pretty convincing. Like, everything's probably going to die anyway, so fuck the pandas.
That's how I live.
Figuratively speaking, that is, not actually. Don't.
Why not physically?
I mean, they wouldn't be into it, for one thing. We know that about pandas. They're not really down for that kind of thing.
Listen, you just gotta proposition them in the right way.
I got this bamboo right
I got
here.
this bamboo hanging out of my pants.
And then they will sit there eating bamboo for half an hour, and then they'll go to sleep, is how that works.
Man, where's your sense of adventure?
Why are we starting with propositioning pandas?
Because that's sometimes where the show takes us.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that is
yeah.
ugly yet beautiful in this world. I don't know.
I guess, like, it mentions there's been 6 mass extinction events. Okay, cool.
Thanks for showing us.
And then we move on to lazy high school kid who is just lazing about, lamenting how he has no power and can't do anything about anything that he cares about, so caring about anything is kind of pointless too. Which, in fairness, from a teenage perspective, is actually pretty spot on. If you want to actually have the power to do something, it's going to take you 30, 40 years to get it. And by that point, all the things that you care about currently are going to be non-issues anyway. So what's the fucking point? I'm in a down mood. Does it seem like I'm in a down mood?
I think you're in a down mood.
Like,
but anyways,
I watched the first few minutes of this episode, and it put me in a very introspective place, surprisingly.
This is his excuse for not cleaning the pool.
Yeah. So he's kind of a douche, and 2 girls come over in bloomers because, of course, and chew him out for being a douche and not helping out with cleaning the pool. And then his friend comes over, who is apparently charming and interesting, and all the girls like him, even though he's literally has the charisma of like a plank of wood. Like, that's not an exaggeration of, I don't like this guy. This character is intended to be a plank of wood that talks monotonously and doesn't actually express particularly much of anything.
He's a breathing bowl of pasta meant to contrast the main character.
Basically, yeah. And yet the girls like him, and when he talks to them and says that he likes them, they immediately start ignoring him to talk about, ooh, he said he liked us, all while completely ignoring everything else he was currently saying, which tells me that these girls are incredibly shallow and don't actually care about him at all.
Those other things being other things that he liked.
Yeah.
Including people and things. Like,
yes. He likes everything.
which, douchebag points out, and they're like, shut up, he's great, shut
Let
up.
me have this.
Yeah. And then a water fight ensues because they're cleaning the pool and have access to hoses and stuff. Yeah.
Huzzah.
Hooray.
I guess, yeah, that's pretty much that scene. So school finishes, they go home, and the boring one hangs out at the douchebag's place, and the douchebag accidentally walks in on his cousin while she's changing, and okay, fine.
That felt so unnecessary in the first episode.
Kind of, but I mean, this is Japan, so cousin equals acceptable target kind of thing. So what I feel like they're going for is he has a lot of options around him, but is kind of just so self-involved that he doesn't care and has ridiculously high standards. He's basically, that kind of... I hate that I have to describe it this way, but fedora-wearing douchebag kind of motif that they're going for.
I have my ideal girl. Can you draw this ideal girl for
He
me,
didn't
friend
ask.
artist?
He didn't ask. It just happened.
Yeah.
Dude
He
just
didn't
did
ask.
it.
He said, I want this girl's hair, but this girl's something else, and also not be a bitch like my cousin. Basically. Which, alright, dude. Which, fair play, boring plank guy is like, wow, you don't have high standards, do you? Not asking for much. But he draws this girl that has basically a hime cut, and that's alright, sure. This is going to be our waifu for the series, or the intended one.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
oh, and the cousin is voiced by Monica Rial, who is the only voice actress that I recognized in the show in the dub. Speaking of the dub, watching the dub is a pain in the ass because it's hard to find a decent copy of it. The one on the site we usually used was like 10 minutes, so it was only half the episode, and I had to watch the rest of it in blown out gamma vision and squeaky voice like the dude from Extra Credits because they sped it up. So that was not ideal.
You watch Extra Credits too? Awesome.
I used to when they were not insane. Whew, that channel went downhill when what's-his-name left. Anyway. Yeah, so the dub's actually pretty decent. Quite expressive. They use a lot of turns of phrase that they must have translated from Japanese ones to English ones. Which, I appreciate, and the voice actors do a decent job. So, protagonist is asked to go on a delivery because his dad runs a delivery company for something that they don't really establish.
Uncle and aunt.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So he goes, and the plank wants a ride home on the way. So, we get a 3-second shot of him dropping off the delivery for some reason. And on the way back, they are talking about something. I don't remember what they were talking about on the bike before the thing showed up.
Ambition.
And, he's just like, it's like, oh, that's what I like about you. It's like, oh, hey, it's just normal conversation. And then big light comes from sky.
Yeah, shooting star, except it's not a shooting star because it starts, weaving through the air for some reason. And then it crashes directly in front of them. And they don't break for some reason. And they don't crash.
Hey, it wasn't their problem.
We break for no man.
They don't break when it drops literally in front of them. You would think they would be like, okay, let's pull it back. Nope, just drive right on into it. All right.
breaking is for yellow bellies.
Yeah. And it turns out when they go and investigate, it's a thing. This was the cutoff point when I had to switch to another version, so this is where it gets a little spotty for me.
So they arrive into this weird tree, I guess, for lack of a better term, where they find this girl kind of floating in it upside down in this like glowing tree, and main character dude hears the phrase, "My name is Hikari," in his head, and he's like, "Oh, Hikari," type thing, and she starts to float.
In the dub, it was slightly different. It was like he sees her and he's like, it's like she's light, Hikari, which means light, and I get the feeling that was intended as he's naming her and she takes on that name because fuck it, close enough.
He heard in his head, "My name is
and then
Hikari."
she started saying it after that.
Okay, I might have it slightly different.
Yeah.
He said that's the light we saw earlier, which he says Hikari because that's the word for light. And then she's, "My name is Hikari."
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's naked and she comes out of the tree. So protagonist is all protective and stuff and gives her his jacket, which she's very confused by and tries to pull it open, and he just zips it up on her. She's like, pulls the zip down, he pulls it back up. It's very cute. It's just like, nope, don't do that. But
please no.
And then a monster shows up, pretty much. Rawr. Yeah. And it attacks, and they try and run away and escape, and protagonist gets hit, and
in a surprising twist, boring Plank, I like everyone, drives the motorcycle right into the creature.
Yeah. Plank,
like, you know what a hero.
Yeah.
You know, Plank, you are an alright guy.
Yeah. Now I'm imagining he grew up from the Ed, Edd and Eddy character, and that's.
I was gonna mention that because I'm just gonna call him Plank.
Yeah, I'm calling him Plank.
I've been calling him Plank. You're just following my lead. I appreciate it, though.
Yes, I'm following your lead.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know his name, so he's Plank.
I think it was Ro.
It was Rio.
Yeah.
Not anymore, is it?
So he crashes the bike, and they run away. And then, oh no, the monster's not dead. And it grabs Hikari, and protagonist grabs onto her before it can pull her away, and they get swung about, and smash. And he's like, I can't do anything. I promised to protect her, and I couldn't protect her. I'm so useless. And then he gets superpowers because reasons. Oh, also, he had like heart palpitations as well.
Dude, you met her like 30 seconds ago.
I must protect her because I said so.
But he's protagonist, Kun. That means he has to be all chivalrous and such.
Stop thinking with your dick.
Look.
So he gets superpowers.
Waifu. He found his real life waifu. He's gonna die for her.
Yeah, sure.
It does not surprise me at all that his ideal waifu is dumb as a rock, but okay. Not that she actually is, but we'll get to that. So he starts beating the shit out of this monster with his newly found superpowers, only to realize, hey, I'm beating the shit out of this monster, and all it did was try and kill us. I'm gonna stop.
What am I doing? I lost myself to my anger. Ugh. Killing this monster that tried to murder us.
So he stops and turns off his superpowers somehow and is like, why did you attack us? To which the monster does not reply and just fucks off, because obviously.
And then proceeds to go after the girl. So it's like, yeah, no, it was still going to kill you. or at least her. Why
Yeah,
did you let it go?
yeah. That's. I feel like a lot of this anime is going to be wrong genre savvy kind of thing. He thinks he's in a heroic fucking harem series where he gets superpowers and so he should use them justly and mightily so he can get all the chicks. And it turns out it is not that kind of series. Based on the fact that apparently the girl, Hikari, was actually faking it the whole time and is actually kind of a sadistic bitch. At least to the monster that was trying to kill them. So, jury's still out on whether that's actually evil. But, yeah.
So now it's like, oh wait, is she just faking acting like this wife who's that he'll protect her? Did she give him these weird powers? Is she really super manipulative? It's like, yeah, probably. Like, okay.
Yeah. So
That makes for an interesting twist.
kind of. It feels like this is trying to be a deconstruction of To Love Ru.
I'm not sure about To Love Ru exactly, but I get what you're going for.
Yeah.
Um,
That kind of thing where miraculous, amazing waifu just drops into your arms and everything is fun and wacky hijinks forever, and then just not doing the same thing with that premise.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
like again, as Patient had said, this is not necessarily indicative of what the entire show may be, but I think that the promise of it being like, hey, there's something more going on here with this girl. I think I found that kind of interesting. Not enough to really necessarily grab me, but enough to make me curious about the next episode.
I'll read the cliff notes.
yeah, I'm going to be honest. If this show wasn't as much of a pain in the ass to watch, I might have tried a second episode, but no, I didn't. I did see in
I
the
just
second
watched
episode
the,
she's being clingy again and being like, "But I want to sleep in your bed because you're warm and comforting, and you said you'd protect me." Oh.
I just saw the. I just watched the sub from the link that you dropped in the Discord that we were watching. So it was fairly easy to access. But I looked around, and it is not easy to find episodes of this series, just in general. I wonder what the heck the deal with that is.
No idea.
It came out of, probably partially because it came out in 2004.
I mean, that's pretty much when the anime boom started, is what you could say. Like, there were very much outlying shows that got mass popularity before that, Pokemon and fucking Dragon Ball, shit like that. But they were few and far between. And then 2003, Full Metal Alchemist dropped, and that kind of changed the landscape a little bit. So, yeah. Maybe this is one of those shows that was not quite enough in the particular zeitgeist at the time that it got preserved quite as well. Like,
So
sites and networks like Crunchyroll and things weren't as eager to pick it up and keep it licensed. I don't know.
So looking at this, this was an anime original series, meaning there was no manga when it was created. And also, I found some information about the series itself that kind of has me like, eh, but also like, did I see this? I might have seen this show. It seems familiar, but I cannot place it. It's one of those shows where it's like I saw it, but it's not very memorable. I guess.
Well, you know what you have to do now?
What?
Watch the whole thing.
How about no? I'll go watch something good. This is fine, but it's average to me. It's not really. I'm curious, but it's not like a 8 or 9 out of 10.
It's looking at the plot synopsis. It sounds like it doesn't actually go in the interesting directions that we kind of suspected. So that's kind of disappointing.
I was thinking it would be interesting if she was actually like, pretty sadistic and sinister, but was pretending to be good. It turns out no, it's just split personalities.
Yeah, that's really...
Which is the boring answer.
Really disappointing, yeah. Well timed, so appreciate it.
Bitch.
Let's roll a new one.
Fine.
I wasn't joking. That was a really good, well-timed thing. It's like, that's the summary. Da, 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 da.
Alrighty. Load. Okay. 26 we get... 2.
B.
B.
There's a lot of B's. 1, 1, 1.
111.
1, 1, 1.
Just say what the number is so I can get the
Dots.
damn thing.
It's 111.
You SOB. 94. You sob.
94. Okay, I've heard this name before. So. Oh boy.
What's your problem, stranger?
Brave Beats.
I
Brave
heard
Beat?
this too, but I never cared about what it was.
Bear with me. Hibiki Kaz, a 6th grader.
Kazaguruma.
Fucking shut up. Meets
Yeah,
an
learn to
amusing
read,
little
Casey.
robot named Budokin. While coming home from school one day, Budokin, a dancer from an alternate dimension dance world, challenged the Dance King for the throne and lost. He has been deprived of dance stones, the stones of dance power, and sent to the human world. To restore his power, Budokin must collect all the dance stones scattered around Earth. Didn't we do an anime that was similar to this? Well, not similar to this, but like it had like CG for the dancing and stuff, and it was not great.
No? Don't remember that.
I feel like we did that and it was a long time ago. Like it was
But I don't want to watch this.
like there was a kid that would go to like this the fitness center, and it would be like there would be no one there, but then he would look through a window and there was a girl doing dance moves and she was really shy about it or something.
I don't remember any of that.
Good times.
Was it?
Not really. No. It was very twee. I mean, I kind of want to know what the stones of dance power can do.
They're like,
I want to see what we can do with all these dance stones.
they're like,
Dance, presumably.
Hey guys,
they're like the Infinity Stones, only for dancing.
when you get all the dance stones, you can
You got to get a dance gauntlet.
force half of mankind to dance.
If you get the dance
Only
power
half.
stone, you can just do the fucking power slide. Yeah.
This is stupid.
No shit.
It's full length. God damn it.
Alright, unless someone wants to drop their veto.
I'm not
Ken
going to do
still
that.
has his.
This is the longest I've had my veto, and I'm going to hold on to it until something just offends my senses so much that I can't tolerate it.
Oh gosh, the main character has I just checked, the main character has a transformation into his dance form, and then he starts breakdancing and it creates a tornado. Okay, I'm down.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts so much.
And it's CG when he dances, so you know it's good.
Oh god, it is like that on the show. Comments
Comments
say,
I don't want it.
I don't care, I just want to see what happens next.
Bad touch.
Next comment, what? And then next comment, what the heck? Meh, face. This sounds dorky and really weird. Which, you know, in fairness, they haven't seen it clearly, so. Let's check episode comments just for thoroughness.
You don't
This
want no
is
part of
very
this.
well made. Capitals. I am going to recommend it.
Bet you will. Bet you will.
So kawaii. That robot when his eyes sparkle is so adorable.
Oh my god. No. No.
Guys, did you know that if you breakdance, you can destroy evil?
Did you know that I can choke myself unconscious?
I mean, fucking. Have you seen Majima's breaker fighting style? It's literally breakdancing and breaking people's face with breaks.
No, he is not, because he hasn't played Yakuza.
You
Yes,
should play Yakuza.
I have played Yakuza.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Then you
I
should
own
know that
Yakuza
you can
Go-
defeat evil with breakdancing. This
Yes,
is a known fact.
I'm well aware. I have played the Yakuza series.
Eddie Gordo's been beating my ass with breakdancing since 1997.
Ugh,
I know
no
all about
shit.
it.
Alright, so break beats it is. That's fine with me. Says Kenshi, but didn't you?
I need to get back and finish Yakuza Kiwami.
Shut up, Casey.
Man.
Shut your mouth right now.
Hey guys, see you all later. Play Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2.
That's
I don't
not.
know
This
if
isn't that kind of show.
Go play the Yakuza series and play Judgment, out recently.
Tell me what to do.